People always ask us, why go cloud and do that? And it's a very good question. And I think the first thing to cloud doesn't suit every environment. There are markers that I would say cloud isn't the right opportunity for, and ones that are. But for me, if you look at it, think about an on-premise system, it's got to have a network connection. It's got to have that dedicated piece of software. It's got to have a PC somewhere in the building. Running that piece of software isn't going to be kept up to date. Isn't going to be updated and refreshed with the latest features automatically. Whereas you compare that to putting a VOLO cloud system in, you're going to put a controller in that's going to go straight out to the VOLO cloud hosted by Amazon Web Services. So there's already a bit of a question mark over how well is that on-site data being managed? How well protected is it? Certain areas will be very well protected, equally as well as putting it out with Amazon Web Services in the cloud, but in other areas it won't be. It'll be more vulnerable, and we're seeing that a lot through areas, and we're seeing a lot of people now say they're not so sure how good their cybersecurity is on premise. So if they put it up into the cloud with experts in that area, that cybersecurity is far greater. We see that through penetration testing and everything, and all the safeguarding that we have through cloud providers. So if you look at it thinking, well, you can get rid of that dedicated hardware. There's no need for that dedicated PC somewhere that you've got to run updates and antivirus and all that sort of stuff. With VOLO as well, because that dual connection pathway, you can even get rid of the need for it sitting on the IT network altogether. Put it on the GSM, let it sit as a separate layer up and above, and go straight out to the cloud. And that's where we're seeing the attraction of people wanting to do that. And it's also about that, and I really dislike the term future-proof, because none of us know what the future holds. But in reality, by putting in a cloud backbone, you allow yourself that flexibility and scalability that perhaps an on-premise service wouldn't allow you to have, or not as easily anyway. It doesn't allow that flexibility. So for me, it's about flexibility, scalability. I'm going to use that horrible word. I don't really like future-proof again, because it does give you that options to go different ways that we don't know what's coming down the line just yet. So you've got a platform that gives you the best options moving forward, but it's also that security level that now sits there is far greater, it's far better. So that's why I look at clients and go, take that worry away, let the experts worry about that, remove some of that hardware, remove that infrastructure. We're seeing a lot of people now get rid of network switches away out of their buildings because there are vulnerabilities in their network. They're saying, okay, fine, remove that, remove this, have it now sit out on the GSM. And those are the real benefits for me. So I look at going with speed of install. You can get it straight out of the box, get it up and working, get it connected to the cloud within 10 minutes. No need to liaise with IT departments to get into network switches, get ports unlocked. Then you've got that flexibility about how you put the readers. Then you've got the ability to manage your software from anywhere at any time. So again, the estates management teams, heads of businesses can look at their access control system and manage it remotely. So you've got less investment in equipment, you've got less network need, you've got better access to your service. You're turning your access control service from being reactive to being very proactive, because a cloud-based solution will start sending you emails telling you as things are happening, so you can know a problem as it happens. That's not to say on-premise services can't, they can, but historically that hasn't been part of their setup, and it depends on the network setup and the levels you've got. Whereas with cloud, it's there. The minute we make a change to the software, it's instantaneous. It's there, it's available to you. It's free of charge as well. So you're always running with the latest firmwares and softwares. You're never out of date. You never need to do any updates. You're always on that element there. And again, that's value for money. That's done, and it's instantly there for all of our clients. The next day, no change is needed. So those are the areas that we feel are the reasons to why go cloud. And it is about that. What else is around the corner? Have you created that real open platform that says this can grow as our needs grow and change? And my answer was, if you have that perfect building that's just one singular building, no matter whether it be one door or 100 doors, that's got a very good solid network, you're probably going to stay with an on-prem solution. Because if you don't want a remote manager, you don't want to have centralized control, and you've got that individual building, probably going to be best to stay. The minute you want to connect in that walk-in surgery over there, or you want to connect in that dental surgery over there, then you're starting to open up to go, well, hang on, you've got disparate buildings that you need centralized control for, and you want that uniformity of platform. So the minute you've got multiple areas, that's where it really starts to become looking at a cloud for it. And even more so when you look at those areas and you think there's buildings you want to protect that may not have a network capability in them as well, but you want to be able to remotely program users to get into those buildings buildings, open doors, close doors, make sure everything's shut, and connect fire alarms to or other alerts from that particular building. That's the question for me, is if you are looking at a singular building, there's a real question mark over which way you go. Of course, I will always say cloud, because that's all we've ever come to the market to be. But at that point, I have to say it's 50-50 as a personal choice. Habit will say people would choose on-premise solutions, and I get that, and I can fully understand that. Whereas the minute you want to bring in multiple sites and you want to have central control of multiple remote locations or even close locality, then cloud's got to be the way forward.